New Orleans Hornets head coach Monty Williams is a great mentor for young NBA players. He spent nearly a decade playing in the league. The 6'8" small forward was forced into retirement due to chronic knee problems and has been able to stay in the game he loves, serving as a coach. But not all of his life lessons were learned on the basketball court. Monty says one of the biggest lessons he learned was from his wife, Ingrid.
I would say even before we were married in college, I watched her tithe. And I would just look at her like, you got to be kidding me.
My father was a preacher. He would always say, you know, you give 10%, you take out 10%. So I would calculate if I had $20, I would give $2. If I made $50, I would give $5. And it was just something that was ingrained in my brothers and I from the beginning.
What I saw in my wife changed my life. And I started to realize I was missing out on a huge blessing.
At the time, Monty was struggling with his game.
My career was just up and down, a lot of talent, really not consistent. I'd have a few weeks of playing well, and then I'd have a half a season where I was just really non-existent.
Monty decided it was time to make giving a priority in his own life, and the Bible served as his guide.
I just began to dig in the scriptures and really trust God with not only my career, but my finances, my marriage, my relationships, and things started to change.
His career started turning a new direction.
When I started tithing, my career started to be more consistent. I began to find my niche in the league. And before I knew it, the respect level for my game had risen. Doc Rivers had already started to see me as a coach. And I was in my 5th year in the league, and he was like, "Ma, you're going to be a coach someday."
Spiritually, he's grown. As a father, he's grown. God has just redeemed time for him.
As the giving grew, Monty wanted to make sure they were giving to an organization that would use the money wisely.
We're supposed to sow on fertile ground. And I felt like, I told my wife, I said, we're going to be partners with CBN because look at what they're doing. You know, they're bringing people to know Christ, discipling people, hooking them up with churches. They're in areas of the world that most people won't even think about going to. They're on the cutting edge, but still simple in their approach, that Jesus Christ is Lord and Master of the universe.
CBN is doing some awesome stuff. They're spreading the gospel, most importantly. You know, it's all about being an extension of Christ here on earth for the lost.
The blessing that comes from tithing, the Bible says he gives exceedingly and abundantly above all we could ask or think.
Monty encourages others to give to CBN.
This ministry has been on TV for many, many decades now, and it's like the proof is in the pudding. You know, just be a part of it.